ready for Florida at the Swamp. Jesse knows all about that matchup. Back to you guys.
Well, I'll tell you, Kevin Boog looking good, especially Boog after eating oxtails roasted whole with the dressing for Thanksgiving dinner. He said it was phenomenal.
In Bristol?
No, come on now. Guerrero dragged down from behind. I figured Boog would be about plus 15, but he looks good getting on the Peloton, the next day after that.
This is a big opportunity here for Louisville's offense, too. Nice play by Jordan Love in making a tackle, but Louisville's going to get the ball first here in the second half, and they would love nothing more than to drive the field, eat up clock, score some points going into halftime. They've got 2 tight ends in their back pocket at this point, so lots of time. That's their intention.
Here's Plummer on 2nd and 11. Right at that line to gain, depending on the mark as he connects with Thompson.
The thing I love about Jack Plummer is that he just throws to the open guy. Their passing offense doesn't all go to Jamari Thrash because he's their leading receiver. They let Plummer make the decisions based on what the coverage is.
Quickly to the outside on 3rd and 1 as Huggins-Bruce gets the reception.
You got to get out of bounds at this point in a 2-minute situations. If you're Huggins-Bruce, you got to understand the situation, have the awareness, try and save clock.
Two timeouts remaining for Louisville.
Louisville had a late substitution, so now they're giving Kentucky the opportunity to do it as well, but they're taking their time, and it's taking seconds off the clock.
Plummer goes underneath to Thrash, and Thrash goes ahead for 9 yards.
I think the sense of urgency now for Louisville has to pick up a little bit. Got to get going quickly, get the call made, everybody get lined up, get this thing snapped.
2nd down and 1.
2 timeouts remain for Louisville. Plummer going to check down Guerrero, and Guerrero will go out after picking up the first down. 42 seconds remain in the half.
So for Brock Travelstead, the kicker, hit a 53-yarder against NC State. That ended up being the game winner. That was a school record. So you're thinking if you're Louisville, you probably got to get somewhere near Kentucky's 36-yard line to get a crack like that.
Struggled last week against Miami, missed a 25-yarder, an extra point, came back really well in the first half today, nailing a 46-yarder. Will he get a chance here? Plummer again tried to go underneath to Guerrero, but it's incomplete. 38 seconds remaining.
Second and 10.
There is Travelstead. His first year as the full-time place kicker. Plummer's going to run it. 2 timeouts remain. Doesn't get much on 2nd and 10 as he's met by Jackson staying at home.
And that was a designed run for Plummer. He didn't just do that on his own. That was like an RPO option with Guerrero as a lead blocker.
Because of that, they have to use a timeout, as they'll have 1 remaining. We'll be back in 8 seconds. Now a look from Ram Trucks.
Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Jack Plummer trying to bring his team in position to get one final score. It's very interesting in discussing things with Coach Brom with Plummer, because he talks about his experience, his smarts, but being a streaky quarterback.
Yeah.
The thing is, he coached him before, so they wanted somebody who had familiarity with the offense.
Which is a huge thing today in the portal market when it comes to quarterbacks, right? It's really difficult, obviously, to establish chemistry with your teammates and put yourself in a position of leadership. But when you know the scheme offensively, the learning curve obviously is a lot shorter, and that's shown up week in and week out. You can tell by the decisions that Jack Plummer makes. He feels very, very comfortable in this Brom offense.
One timeout for Louisville. 3rd and 6. Trying to get upfield is Callaway, but he is wrestled down and dragged back as Callaway was met by Phillips and Childress.
Really good gang tackle there. You see a lot of hats getting to the football. Childress there, Andrew Phillips the first one to get a hold on him. Because their initial throw's not there. They're trying to work the slant. It's called slant with spacing. It's a West Coast offense concept, throwing the ball. He works all the way to his fourth read, which is the swing route to the running back, but a nice job. And you see the speed of Kentucky's defense going sideline to sideline.
And now Kentucky will use the first of their 3 timeouts in this half. 10 seconds remaining before we get to Kevin and Booger. Everything going on in the day so far of college football. As for college basketball, Tuesday on ESPN, ACC SEC Challenge at 7:30 Eastern. Number 10 Miami taking on 16th ranked Kentucky. And then the nightcap will be Clemson against number 17 Alabama. Kentucky leads this all-time series 19-15. They started playing all the way back in 1912, and then things went dormant after the 1924 season. And then the early 90s, Coach Schnellenberger, local government officials, everybody got together and said, we got to get this going. Here we go. And now you got the Governor's Cup played with such intensity. Hodges on to punt. Let this go into the end zone.
Puck goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Louisville's pass rush has been dominant early in this game. Really impressed with their ability to win one-on-one up front. You see Cameron Wilson getting a big hit there. Of course, Ashton Gulati with the sack. He's got 2 in this game already. Some of the looks have been confusing for Kentucky up front. Guys have been getting their hands up, batting balls down, and it's been very difficult for Devin Leary to ever feel very comfortable. Very seldomly have we seen him with a clean pocket to throw into. That's going to be a big key in the second half. It's been a struggle for Kentucky running the football here early, and this offensive line, the big blue wall, they have their challenge set out in front of them here in the second half.
You mentioned the struggle running the ball. Kentucky only with 17 rushing yards in that first half against that Louisville front. Only 98 total yards. Did have the touchdown to Dane Key, but this Louisville team, they have locked up. It's been a choppy season for Kentucky against an exceptionally difficult schedule, but this would matter most to erase all of that, a win against their rivals.
It goes into the end zone.
And for Kentucky's defense, Deion Walker, their superstar, has been as advertised. So disruptive up front. He's been splitting double teams. He's been winning one-on-ones. He's been living in Louisville's backfield all game long. And there's just so little you can do against a guy of that size and that quickness. Moving forward, calling plays, Brian Brom for Louisville is going to have to be really smart about thinking about launch points of where he wants Jack Plummer throwing the football, and you need quick hitting runs to account for big number 0. He's a guy you want to run away from.
Jordan, as he gets upfield quickly near the 30-yard line.
Well, there's an example of running away from him. In fact, they decide not even to block him that time. You know, you can't do it when you're trying anyway, so let's just go over this side. Just run away from big number 0. He still almost gets there to make a tackle anyway, but it's better that guy going sideline to sideline, east and west. You don't want that guy pinning his ears back and getting after you in the backfield.
Jordan went for 5 yards, as he will go straight ahead and pick up the remaining 5 yards.
There's such a volume of run plays in this Louisville offense. You see it all, Joe. You see zone, you see them pulling guys, jets and reverses. We've seen the quarterback run. They've got a lot of different things they can throw at you, a lot of pro formation type runs as well.
They're going to mark him just an inch short here.
I don't think he got it. Setting up 3rd and short.
And big Trevante Sylvester comes in, the offensive lineman who will put on jersey number 97 as the extra offensive lineman eligible receiver. Remember, had a big catch last week against Miami. And he's trying to get the push is Plummer, and he does so for 2 yards in the first down.
I think that's a good sign for Louisville, too. We talked about their ability and their need to get the run game established. Jeff Brown told Katie that about halftime. 3 plays now, you've seen this offensive line, jerseys in red, they're kind of firing off. Yep. They're really going after Kentucky here, just downhill runs with attitude.
Jerseys in red. We got everything in red here. We got the shoes, the socks, pants, helmets. You like the all red?
I'm actually a fan of like what UCLA, USC do when everybody wears the home jerseys. I wish we'd do that.
Here's the jet action with Coleman as Coleman makes a man miss, and we'll have a first down for Louisville.
Well, it's a lot to have to deal with. We were just talking about the amount of schemes that Brian Brohm and his coaching staff throw at you. It's a lot for Kentucky's defense to have to prepare for. And you've seen some downhill hard hitters, and all of a sudden you're getting receivers like Coleman, the transfer from Jackson State, on the jet sweep. Jordan out in front getting a block on linebacker De'Aaron Jackson, and 4 straight plays, 4 straight runs here for Louisville.
Now you go from that jet action to I formation with the fullback Dwayne Martin in the game. Play action off of it. Plummer goes ahead and slides down.
And there's an example of the experience from Plummer, right? Guy's not open. There's no hesitation. I'm just taking off, and I'm just going to simply get what I can get. I know this isn't going to be a 50-yard touchdown run, but it's going to help this drive, and it's going to help keep this 3rd down manageable if we don't get it right here.
Second and 7.
Both Jordan and Garendo, the backs in the game here on 2nd and 6. They run option. Pitch to Jordan. Jordan can't find much of anything as Andrew Phillips made the tackle.
That's impressive by Kentucky, because the speed option has been this little wrinkle that Louisville's been using to catch defenses off guard. Kentucky was not fooled by that at all. And again, extracurricular activity after the play. Mark Stoops looks like he wants to get involved.
But you just brought up the varied run scheme. You saw everything there. You get the jet motion. You get the I formation. This is the end of the play after the speed option.
Yeah, there's a hit coming in there late by Zion Childress. Into the bench, and you know, some pleasantries exchanged. Happy Thanksgiving. How you doing? Did you make it over to Jack Fry's? Did you get a Sunhergos coffee? Enjoy.
You should have gone to 610 Magnolia last night with our table.
Pretty good.
3rd and 6. Plummer. Far side complete to Chris Bell. First down, Cards.
What a great job of anticipation by Jack Plummer. Octavius Oxendine's running a game in a stunt. He's going to come free right into the kitchen of Jack Plummer, but he's able to anticipate and throw the comeback route outside long before Chris Bell turned around to look for this. 6 years of college football Jack Plummer has played. He never even flinched. Tremendous toughness and a great execution throw.
Jordan able to turn that corner and get a few extra yards. What an interesting career it's been for Jack Plummer. His 3rd college football program he's played for. Played the 2022 season at Cal after starting his first part of his career at Purdue. Then last year did have success. And then listen, the transfer portal offers an opportunity to reunite with his original coaching staff. And then a week ago, 300-yard passing game, 3 touchdowns with the win at Miami.
I'd argue he's been one of the best quarterback portal additions this season of any team.
2nd and 4, Jordan. Another chain mover, tackled by Weaver.
You know, Tess, Plummer will tell you he never envisioned playing 6 years of college football, or for 3 schools for that matter. But he says he's proud he stuck with it because he loves this game so much. He says he's still so passionate about it. He said all he wanted to do as a little kid was play college football, so to still be living his dream, he says makes him extremely proud.
How great is this, Katie, too? Not only did he transfer, he went somewhere, and his team is playing in the ACC championship game. He's had a big part to do with that all season long. It's been a phenomenal story.
Garendo able to get a couple stiff arms and extra yardage as he rode out De'Aaron Jackson.
We've seen a couple of examples of runs not being there inside and Louisville running backs bouncing it to the outside, trying to use their speed and find green grass. Deion Walker and all those big bodies from Kentucky right now, they're dominating in the A-gaps. So Louisville now trying to find some room to run on the outside.
Longest Louisville drive since their first drive of this game. 11th play coming up, 2nd and 4. Lorendo changes direction, and it works out well. Inside the 10, inside the 5, 1st and goal Louisville.
He did a great job of avoiding Keaton Wade that time. He was crashing in. Nobody blocked him. Lorendo did it himself. Crash, makes him skip, and then gets outside. It's one-on-one with the safety, Jordan Lovett. This has been a good-looking drive for Louisville. They've done the majority of the work on the ground.
First and goal. Lorendo straight ahead, and he hit that wall.
This has been a big key to their success, right? You go back to the coin toss. 10 times this year, they've won the toss, deferred. Defense comes on the field. They don't give up any points. They get the ball first in the second half. They drive the field and score.
Second and goal. Jack Harlow and all these Louisville fans right in the back of that end zone where the Cards are marching to. Lorendo again, and this time struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage. Good run fit by Kentucky. You just saw Trevin Wallace and the rest of that front 7 doing the job.
Yeah, Trevin Wallace did a nice job of just finding a crease. He was able to skip in the backfield, and again, not an easy defense to run at between the tackles because of all those big bodies. So what do you do here if you're Jeff Brom?
Third and goal. Play action. Plummer pumps, trying to turn the corner himself, and he is met and stopped. That was Zion Childress coming up to meet Plummer.
Well, it was a great job by Plummer, pump faking Maxwell Hairston to keep it alive. It looked like for a moment he might be able to get to the pylon, but how about Childress and his speed? The captain on defense making a huge stop, and it looks like Louisville's going to go.
4th and goal. Jawar Jordan on 4th down, and Harlow's loving it.
Austin Collins, the right guard, only 290 pounds. Got a nice block on Deion Walker right here, kind of caving him inside. He gives up about 60 pounds to Walker, but good physical play right in the interior of the line. And the gamble by Jeff Brom on 4th down pays off.
Been switching up the kickers today. Travelstead made the 46-yard field goal. Lopez has been in on extra points, and he looks to cap this drive. And it was 15 plays, and it occupied over 9 minutes with a 4th down touch. Well, Louisville and Florida State are going to meet up for the ACC championship, and the ACC network is going to have you covered. Friday gets started with the huddle at 3 Eastern. Saturday, the ACC huddle at 6. The Command Center broadcast of the championship game at 8. And then the ACC huddle is back after the game for all your championship post-game coverage. This poor guy, I mean, he ended up in the wrong section. And that guy right there has provided 2 touchdown runs for Louisville. The last coming on 4th down. Ward Jordan made it a 17-7 game. Brown's going to take it out from the end zone. And it's a good decision. Barry on Brown. Well, now how's that Kentucky fan feeling? Mighty good. 100-yard touchdown return for Brown. He's done it again. Third time in his career that Brown has brought it all the way. And boy, did they need that. The perfect response. After a Louisville drive that took up over 9 minutes. All it takes is a few seconds to respond. Barrion Brown. I don't have a problem taking it out of the end zone. Not when you got jets like this. Full striding all the way. And this rivalry just heats up even hotter.
America's best light-duty pickup for new vehicle quality.
Jess, my man said, I'm stuck in the middle of this Louisville section, but you know what? I'm putting L's down after the 100-yard kickoff.
You got to take advantage of your opportunities and your windows.
17-14 here in the battle for the Governor's Cup. Number 10 Louisville with still a chance. I know there's got to be some special things that happen, but still a chance for the college football playoff, and it's not as much chaos as you think. And now Garendo gets his opportunity on the kickoff return. And Garendo gets a good one as well. Isaac Garendo out to midfield. We got 150 yards in kickoff returns back-to-back.
Let's go back to the touchdown and two key blocks by Kentucky tight ends, Justin Dingle and Brendan Bates. First block right here. Second block, Bates getting a pancake, and that creates the crease for Barrion Brown to get through. He's going to play in the NFL, Joe, not just because of what he can do as a receiver, but special teams. That's his third career kickoff return to the house. So many different ways he can hurt you. But after that big long return by Garendo now, Louisville set up in great field position.
And Garendo will take it off right tackle, and Garendo will turn the corner. Boy, he has really come on in recent weeks, hasn't he?
And this is one of those pull schemes that Louisville likes to use. That time, Michael Gonzalez, the left guard, he's able to pull all around, and he's able to seal an edge. And that allows Garendo to get to the outside. Nice athleticism up front from the big fellows of Louisville. And we've seen these last two drives now attacking the perimeter in the run game.
Maxwell Hairston, starting corner for Kentucky, came off the field after that last play. Setting up the screen, Garendo with blockers in front, another first down, cuts back and has the ball inside the 15-yard line before Weaver tackled.
It was such a good job. Louisville's O-line invited Kentucky's pass rush up the field. They were able to sneak in Garendo behind, and then the big bodies getting downfield. The screen game all year for Louisville has looked really, really good. And number 23, the Wisconsin transfer Garendo, these last 4 games has been a monster in this Louisville offense.
21 yards on the reception. Plummer with plenty of time checks down to Garendo, makes another man miss, and then rolls his way to the 11.
Just smart play by Plummer. Touchdowns or checkdowns. When you get down into the red zone, this area of the field, no point in trying to force the football into traffic against the Kentucky defense that has 14 takeaways on the year, that's been opportunistic on the back end. Just check it down and live to play another day.
Jordan, he is met at the line of scrimmage. It was Childress with the tackle, combining with Silver as well.
You mentioned Maxwell Hairston coming off the field for Kentucky's defense a minute ago, Joe. You could argue he's been the MVP of this Kentucky defense all season long.
Ranks second nationally in interceptions.
Yeah, he's got 5 and also has 60 tackles. He's a guy they need on the field right now in this type of situation. with Louisville throwing the football.
3rd and 7 for Jack Plummer and the Cards. 3-man rush. And caught by his Big Ten, and Gatewood reaching forward. Touchdown Louisville. Joey Gatewood with the extra effort scores it.
It's a really nice play design. They've got Garendo at running back running a flat, and he actually takes 2 Kentucky defenders with them. And that's going to open a hole in behind for the former Kentucky quarterback, Joey Gatewood. It's a good read by Plummer, and the kickoff return by Garendo really set him up at midfield, but the 2 first drives for the Cardinals here in the second half go the distance, and they score touchdowns.
See that Kentucky defender underneath, so Gatewood, his body never touched the turf, and he was smart to reach out that ball across the goal line. And just when Kentucky answered, just when Kentucky said, hold on, we're not going to give way with momentum, the 100-yard kickoff return, a spectacular response by Louisville.